I'm going to teach you how to mature starter locks, not only reducing the frizz, but also making them lay down. In my last video, you guys saw how I took this hair and turned it into dreadlocks by using only the crochet hook. Now the crochet hook is an ideal tool for anybody, no matter what your hair type is. So if you have straight hair, you can use the DREADLOCKS crochet hook. If you have tight curls, you can use the DREADLOCKS crochet hook. But let's do a recap on what we did. We started out by dampening out the hair and then brushing through the hair to make sure that it's combed out all the way. Seems counterintuitive, but trust me, you want to do this step so that when you create the dreadlocks, they are elongated to a perfect length and it reduces any shrinkage that could possibly happen. And then we moved on to sectioning out the hair, and really sectioning the hair is the most important step when getting dreadlocks. I've gotten so many questions and concerns about people not sectioning their hair properly, and the biggest thing is just take your time, use mirrors, and have someone help you if that's available. Because if you plan on having your dreadlocks for a long time, you want to make sure that your sections are perfect. With his hair, we did an inch by inch section, and we did 6 columns of 7 rows of dreadlocks, which came out to a total of 42 dreadlocks on his head. When it comes to sectioning out the hair, you want to use rubber bands to hold the sections. This just makes it a whole lot easier when it comes to crochet hooking. And once you like the way the sections look, then you can start using your crochet hook, and you can get this on greatlocks.com. A link to it is down below. And I spent about 2.5 minutes per dreadlock when creating these, and I really wanted to do this as quick as possible. And I didn't have to spend too much time on each dreadlock because I wanted to keep a very natural look. Now, of course, with keeping a natural look comes with it being a little bit frizzy, and they are a little bit more loose. But with leaving it like that, it allows the hair to lay down a whole lot better. And of course, if your dreadlocks are standing up or they're frizzy and they're stiff, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix those in today's video. And you can see that this had about a 25% of shrinkage, which is actually quite good considering if you were to do back combing, you would have about a 50% shrinkage, and really any other method would have caused about 50% of shrinkage. But simply put, all I do is go in and out with the crochet hook and rotate the dreadlock when I'm creating it. And of course, there's so many other details that go into actually doing it properly and getting it done quickly. It used to take me about 5 minutes per dreadlock, but now I got it down to 2.5 minutes. And I actually teach over 100 students in the DREADLOCKS masterclass how to properly do this. And everyone in the masterclass is either becoming a loctician or they just want to do it on themselves. So if you want to learn how to use the crochet hook properly, then make sure to join one of the classes that I teach in the links down below. And there are people that are now making hundreds to even thousands of dollars a week just doing dreadlocks. And I'm very grateful to say that I've taught them how to do dreadlocks. But you can see how I'm doing as much detail as I would like. That's really the great thing about the DREADLOCKS crochet hook is you can go in and make it as maintained or as loose as you would like it to. And overall, it instantly locks up the hair. And keep in mind, I'm not putting too much attention to detail because I'm going to follow it up with these simple steps that actually help make the dreadlock lay down and also reduces the frizz. And I'll tell you the reason behind this. I did his dreadlocks tight enough to where they stay in, but loose enough to where they can mature on their own over time. If I were to mature these all the way, they would look like synthetic dreadlocks. But with leaving a little bit of frizz and leaving them a little loose allows the hair to lock up within these next few months and look way more natural and as if he's had these in for years. So that's really the benefits. And I really love the way these looked. One thing I do want to point out about his hair is his hair was in different lengths. And this is to be expected, especially closer to the hairline. But not only that, but all around his head, he had different lengths of hair. So we weren't able to pull all the hair in, but we did get as much as possible. But I think we can all agree that these turned out pretty awesome. After we did that, we went ahead and removed all the rubber bands that we had at the roots. And now we're moving into our next step of actually making these look more mature. We're going to do this in 3 easy steps, starting with number 1, and that is using the DREADLOCKS Interlock tool. This tool is 100 times better than using a latch hook because it doesn't get caught on the dreadlock. So many times before I've actually used the DREADLOCKS Interlock tool, I used just a regular crochet latch hook that would always catch on the roots and always pull my hair, and sometimes even pull some of my hair out. This is just a safe tool that helps you interlock the hair with ease and safety. And the way the interlock tool is built is it allows the tip of the dreadlock to get locked into the interlock tool, and then it allows you to thread the tip through your roots easily. And I always go in a northeast southwest motion, and this allows each interlock to lock the last interlock. And there are some incredible tips and tricks on how to use this tool on the classes that are linked down below. But this is the #1 way to make your hair lay down. And just remember, when you finish off using the interlock tool, you always want to push it in the direction you want the hair to lay down. So you can see that I'm going towards this hairline right here, and this is my last pass with the interlock tool, which will allow the hair to lay forward. Now, of course, if you wanted his hair to lay back, then I would go up with my last direction, which would allow the hair to lay backwards. And of course, if you wanted it to lay to the side, then obviously your last pass will be going to the side. And it's really as simple as that. And you can just see how this lays perfectly down. And if you wanted to, you can comb those roots a little bit more to make it not look split. So you can see how simple that is. It's really easy to make the hair lay down. And I'm telling you guys, this works 100%. You can wear a beanie, you can wear a do-rag and certain things like that to allow the hair to lay down. But this is the #1 way to instantly allow it to lay down without matting up your hair. And also, it's not a long process. It's just a matter of having an interlock tool and knowing how to use it. And remember guys, all the tools that I'm using in today's video are linked down below. Now step number 2 is extremely important. We're going to start tapping into some locking gel. We are going to be using the Dreadlocks locking gel in today's video. This is by far my favorite locking gel. Reason being is because it smells very good and it also has a maximum hold on every single hair type. So we just damped into the hair, applied it to the roots, and then twisted the hair clockwise while allowing the gel to distribute evenly throughout the lock, mostly focusing on the roots though. Not only will this help allow the hair to lay down, but this also adds a little bit of weight to the hair, temporarily of course, until the hair lays down properly. And of course this does reduce some of the frizz considering that you are adding gel to the hair. But with this third step I'm going to show you, this is what's really going to tie in all of that loose hair and all that frizz into the lock and make these look extremely mature. So on to step number 3 is doing a hairstyle. And the best hairstyle for this is doing 2-strand twists. Now of course you can do other things like a barrel roll or a basket weave or even braiding the hair. But this is my favorite hairstyle because not only does it hold up, but it matures the hair extremely quickly. And in my opinion, I like the hair to be hanging off of the head versus on the head because it allows it to hang more naturally when you take it out. But it is completely personal preference. Just remember, when you're doing 2-strand twist, you always want to twist in the opposite direction that you're twisting with gel in. So for instance, if you're twisting the dreadlocks clockwise like us, then you want to do the 2-strand twist counterclockwise. This allows the 2-strand twist to hold. So if you've ever experienced your 2-strand twist unraveling, then that's the problem. You're going in the same direction. And remember, since the hair is butted up together, this is going to allow the hair to rub together and then want to mold into more of a dreadlock versus just being really frizzy. And of course, we just repeated this process on the rest of his head until we were completely done with the entire look. And overall, these turned out amazing. So stay tuned to the very end for the final look. Not only does twisting in the opposite direction allow the hair to hold a whole lot better, but also using a maximum hold locking gel helps a whole bunch. And of course, if you don't want to use any products, it's safe to say that you could do this with simply water, but of course it's not going to have as tight as a hold if you were to use a maximum hold locking gel. And anytime you're doing 2-strand twists, you want to make sure to use rubber bands at the tips. Now, of course, you could do it without rubber bands, but this just ensures that the hair won't unravel. Not only does this reduce the frizz, but I think it goes without saying that with keeping the dreadlocks in 2-strand twists, it allows the hair to become tighter, meaning that the dreadlocks will become skinnier and skinnier over time. This is why I always encourage anybody with starter locks to keep a hairstyle in. When it comes to 2-strand twists, they will not continue to get frizzy inside the 2-strand twist. If you have them in braids, they won't get more frizzy. If you have them in barrel twists, they won't get more frizzy. Now, of course, the hairstyle might get loose, but the dreadlocks over time will continue to get more mature. And that's really the great thing about it, is they continue to mature and you just have to do the right things. You can, of course, just sit there and allow your hair to lock up on its own, but when you can do hairstyles to speed up the process, it's nice to be able to do that. And hairstyles are the #1 thing to help your dreadlocks along the way of locking up. That's just a great tip from me that I've learned with not only doing dreadlocks, but also on my own journey. So I would encourage you guys, after watching this video, is to do different hairstyles. And if you've never done 2-strand twist before, do it. And if your hair's not long enough for 2-strand twist, then try braids or barrel rolls or really any hairstyle that you can get your hair into. But look at this final look. They turned out amazing and they turned out exactly how I wanted them to. And I'm really excited to see what his hair is going to look like within these next few months. So I'll give you guys an update really soon on this. But of course, before he heads out, I wanted to ask him a few questions. So let's see what he thinks about the locks.
All right, so we have DJ Hamilton and he just got locked up. Looking clean, we put it in 2-strand twists. And I just want to ask you a few questions. What made you want to get dreadlocks?
Honestly, I was just want to try something different. I never had dreadlocks before, so I always had 2-strand twists, so I thought getting 2-strand twists with dreads would be cool for my first time, so I like the way they ended up. I think they look good. Was there anybody who inspired you to get dreadlocks? Honestly, watching your videos inspired me a little bit. I've seen a few different people. Like I watch, a lot of basketballs. A lot of basketball players get them. Guys like Cole Anthony. I like his dreadlocks. John Morant. Those type of guys. Just kind of want to do something different.
Cool. Thanks for being a participant.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.